All right, everyone, welcome back for the episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. If you've not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Anyways, let's get into it today. So really not much to talk about here. Yesterday we talked about maybe a 575 test. Even talked about that this morning. If we in the short video said if we roll over, that's where we'll look. Right around 5770 SPX, and just didn't have it. So again, this market right now is anything more than one red day. It's just like outlawed at this point. I said don't make too much out of that engulfing candle yesterday. But not a lot. Excuse me, not a lot of volume. And market right back up today. Granted, we're still we haven't negated it yet, but market's holding up just fine here. It's OPEX week. We're close to the election. Dips are outlawed at this point. That's what it seems at any rate. I have personally pretty much zero interest in trading spiders and Qs right now. I'll scalp ES, intraday. We'll take day trades, but for me at this point, without a proper, we haven't had a proper dip since the 6th of. It's been over a month, it's been 6 weeks. Yeah, we had a consolidation period here. So technically, we did consolidate the up move, but I can't pay up for it here. Also, definitely not looking to short. And I just think there's a lot better opportunities in other things. One of those things, again, being a trade I told you guys about yesterday, URNJ. Up 7.78% today. Picked that up yesterday at 23.47. We'll talk about that in a little bit. There's a lot of things that are moving around that are getting outside moves, I've noticed. Just individual tickers, individual ETFs. Not really loving the action in the spiders right now. And just to illustrate, if we look at dispersion here, if I can get this to come up, there we go. It's it's better. It's better than it was in July. It's still historically pretty low, but there's definitely individual tickers moving around, and certain sectors too. So I just think there's other opportunities out there, and you can take advantage of a bull tape where we're just melting up without having to chase the SPX. There's other tickers that you can jump in on. So that's kind of where I'm at here. And quite frankly, I asked this on Twitter like an hour ago. What is even the narrative right now? Does anybody even know? So we had CPI come in hot, PPI come in hot last week, but bonds have pumped since then. The dollar index is a raging bull right now with no signs of slowing down. Went through all these resistances. You've got gold that's just off of all-time highs. That just finished a bull flag. It's popping out of that. Silver kind of doing the same. We've got copper backing off here with possible bigger lower high. Got oil grinding around. Lots of volatility there. Stocks are just off all-time highs. Does anybody know what the actual narrative? I don't even know what the narrative is here. So just interesting tape. I know that the obvious answer is they're just going to keep it up into the election and then we're going to sell off there. Is that too obvious? Maybe. Probably. But again, just follow price here. And, if we get some type of a sell, an actual sell, a real sell with volume or with, where we actually take out a low, then we can talk about dip levels. But right now it's just 57.50. So 57.70 is your short-term level. And we got back above the level that I talked about yesterday, 58.30. So really minor bear control here until we got back above that today, and we're right back up. So full bull control everywhere. So quite frankly, I'm not that interested in SPX though. 59's next level. Maybe they get us there Friday. Triple Qs here had a little bit of a dip, and believe me, there was GEX down there today. There was GEX at 575. It was there if they wanted it. There was GEX at 486, 444 on QQQ, and QQQ was weak today to start. Look at Microsoft. Took a hit. Flicks was down. Apple was down quite a bit. So there was definitely some weakness. I think Meta got hit today. It was there, but no follow through. So Qs though, again, essentially back testing at 487.50. A whopping piercing back test of the 20 moving average. I know, what, just pure bear greed at this point. It's amazing. Can't believe they let this happen. But they did manage to finish up 7 cents, so all is okay. And by the way, it's going to sound like I'm being really salty here. I'm not short the market, just so you know. But I just think this is amusing. IWM continuing to lead. I talked about that yesterday with IWM green. I didn't think that the semiconductor sell was that big a deal. As long as there's money rotating, things are okay. And we saw that in the summer when everybody was complaining about breadth. When the SMH was down, there were days where IWM would be up. It just wouldn't be as consistently up. But when SMH and Qs were down, IWM and banks were up. And then we had the huge breakout. Speaking of which, new multi-year closing high for IWM today. Has a chance to do it on the weekly as well. Slide it, we just kind of slid down this wedge and then popped up. And on the weekly, it's, you can kind of see a little mini bull flag there, and it popped. I've been telling you guys I like this monthly too. I think this is going all-time highs. I don't see why it wouldn't here. So I like that double test candle. Everybody dunked on the Russell and Tom Lee because of this reversal in August, and all it was a back test. There's a lot of stuff running right now. PayPal, this thing has been in the dumps for years. This is starting to come back up. A lot of these, UPST, Affirm, my favorite, Carvana, 193. It's one day closer to beating the official recession to all-time highs. But anyway, yeah, IWM is strong. We maybe see a dash for trash here. We'll see. Dow up 75 basis points. My United Health did well. Up to 571. Monster level there. Monster level. Still holding a runner in the trading room. Dow holding up. SMH up 16 cents. Bounced here. But pretty good outside candle. We got TSM tomorrow. We'll have that out in the morning. ASML, I think there was a forced seller here because this level should have held. And if we look at the intraday, it's just kind of grinding down. I think there's some forced rebalancing going on there. But that's kind of intriguing. If that seller dries up, I think it gets a pretty good bounce. But SMH kind of, it's still well off the highs. And I have said this for a while. I would not want to be in chips here. And I was talking about this last night. If you're looking for the next 10x, you're not looking at NVIDIA. You're not looking at Broadcom. You're not looking at TSM. You're not looking at AMD. Maybe you look at ARM, but what would I look at? Maybe not a 10xer, but $488 billion company. They could try to gamma squeeze this up to NVIDIA level. Some other companies, like Cloudflare, Palo Alto, right? CRWD, these are 125, $200 billion companies. These can actually 5x. That's why I've been harping about IGV for 6 months now. That why play chips? Play this that has this beautiful consolidation pattern, and now it's on breakout. Cybersecurity, it's almost the same thing. Hack, ETF, on breakout. Another sector I like too, biotech. Good inside pattern here, good ascending triangle. I haven't talked about bio in a while, but I think there's other areas, other opportunities inside of tech rather than chasing these bloated chip stocks. That's my 2 cents. What else is happening? I've been talking about for 6 months as well. Dow Transport's new 52-week highs. Is it happening? There's your ascending triangle. It's been 3 years in the making. that goes, you're going to have the most hated rally you've ever seen, because we're going to be, the data is going to be, you know, recession. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, and this is going to be on breakout. That's going to make a lot of people angry. So there's in dispersion, it's dropping though, or I should say dispersion's increasing. Rates sideways on the 2s, 5s, 10s pulling back, 4% held. I don't know if this wants to go up or down here. So I cut my leveraged play, bond play, and that worked out really well. 30-year backing off a little bit more. I think 4% gets defended here in the short term. I don't have a bias though right now. I still think it ultimately wants to test 420. So, XHB up 1.1, basically all-time highs. BNQ continuing to bounce off that 94 level I talked about. XLF, new all-time highs. Morgan Stanley, new all-time highs. KRE, new multi-year highs. ABE, new multi-year highs. XBD, new all-time highs. Oil, inside day. Well, technically slight outside day, but I like the two tails here. I know it's like kind of violated this trend line, but I think it's not over yet. I think this turns into a higher low. So based on seeing tails in consecutive days, it tells me buyers are sitting right there at 70. And I think it can get a bid. I think the lows are in on oil. Unless some left field thing happens, which can always happen in commodity space. But XLE up a little bit today. Kind of a minor bounce, but I still like that. Still like it on the weekly and monthly. XOP and OIH also minor bounces too. They're a little bit weaker, but I think they'll do fine. CCJ, big move, up almost 8%, almost new multi-year highs. Why did I buy URNJ yesterday? Did I know that Amazon and Google were going to come out and say, yeah, we're all in on uranium? No, just follow the charts, right? Good consolidation pattern here. Higher lows. It's telling me that it's getting ready to go, and jumped in. Already hit target 1, so we have a risk-free trade on this already. Profits locked in. We're letting this run. Why is it target 1? 618 right there. I did not. No, I didn't think this was going to happen in one day, right? I just knew it was getting ready. And I thought maybe, it'll go up to the 200, close above it, come back, do one of those fake outs, and then, it'll slowly grind up. I didn't think we were going to pump like that. But I'm not complaining. URNM, same thing, good move into some resistance here, but, you have consolidated, so. Nat gas continuing to hemorrhage here. Inventories tomorrow. The more this is down into that, the more I'd favor a bounce. If we used continuous, you can see it's basically back to the September lows. Surprised that the X made a new low, though. I don't think the continuous will until like towards the end of the year. But dollar doesn't care about resistance right now, so it's blown through 102.50. 103, 103.25, and the 100 MA. Now you're into this pivot with this pivot, and then you got this right above here. What is this? That was the former weekly inside candle low. So that broke down. There should be sellers there. Should be. But dollar was come back with a vengeance here. And no one cares. Market sure doesn't care. Gold up 0.5%, just about. Again, little mini. Oops. A mini flag. Simple, nice little break. Silver inching up back above the 20 moving average, but did come nicely off the highs by the end of the day. I think that still might have some more time on the clock. Platinum and palladium up 1% and 1.5% each. Still looking okay. And copper a little bit, it was up, but still kind of on the weaker side here. So this may want to go test for 425. Bitcoin Another update. It's coming into a little bit of a level, right? You got like a cluster right there, and just above it, and the previous all-time high. So this is a level. It might pull back here. I don't know if 69 holds it for too long, though. If it gets a steeper pullback, I'm a buyer. That's all I know. Just keep that simple. So again, Spider's holding up. Market's fine. If we ever have a red day, just buy, because you can't have more than two or more than one, apparently. We'll see. OPEX week here. Next level is 59. And yeah, I mean, if they ever let us get down there, I'm just going to say 57.70 because I don't even think we even get close to there. Seems like 5,800 is max pain tolerance for the powers that be right now. But I think there's a lot better opportunities than jumping on these tired old trades that have been out there this year. And you can take advantage of a bull market without having to chase things. So that's the takeaway. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Oh, by the way, jobless claims tomorrow. That'll maybe move the market. TSM and Netflix after the close. Well, TSM in the morning, Netflix after the close. So maybe the market will move. But anyways, you guys take care. Have a great afternoon. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.